folks, thanks for checking in. Just to give you an update, it's Saturday morning. I'm on my way. I think I mentioned to you last that the fleet manager arranged for me to swap loads with another Maverick driver. Excuse me for that. That sound is if you wander over into the edge line of the lane. It's very sensitive, and it will do that to warn you that you're leaving your lane. So I tend to do that a lot on the right side of the road for some reason. But anyway, so I'm on my way to Batesville, Arkansas to do this trailer swap, and then they're going to deadhead me the rest of the way home, which is, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half to get home. So I stopped at a rest area. I'm in southern Illinois. Stopped at a rest area because it's going to be probably the last rest area on my remaining 4.5 hours to go here. So I thought I would take advantage of that, do a little inspection, and took a little 10-minute break. But I thought of a couple things I could talk to you about here. One being, a couple nights ago when I was swapping loads, if you remember, I had that, well, I wasn't swapping loads really, but I was picking up a preloaded trailer, leaving my empty trailer and picking up a preloaded trailer, and I had a flat tire and another tire that had a big screw head visible. So what you do in that, what I recommend in that situation is, whenever you're picking up a preloaded trailer, one of the first things you want to do is get hooked up to the trailer, get your electrical power, your air going, turn on all your lights, signals, check out the trailer and see if you have any problems right off the bat, because if you do, it's better to know that quicker than later. So if you need to have work done, you can call it in sooner than later. And that's what happened to me with that particular trailer. I immediately did a breakdown form, which, we have a third-party service that handles breakdowns like that. So what you do is you go into your tablet and you submit a breakdown form, and that third-party company checks where you are. They contact a repair service. In this case, it was a Loves/Speedco truck. And then I get a message saying, an ETA of when the work truck might arrive and so forth. They kind of communicate with you that way. But it took the repair guy, I think, probably about 3 hours, because I was kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I think he said he was like 55 miles from my location. So, it took him a while. I may not have been the only thing they had to do. So, it took about 3 hours for him to get there, and it took him a good 2 hours to do the work. So, it definitely kind of drug out my evening. Luckily, I was not planning to go anywhere from there anyway. They had overnight parking, so I was going to shut down and stay there anyway. But it did prevent me from going to, getting in the bunk and going to sleep about 2.5, 3 hours later than I would have. So because I had to stay up and talk to him, sign his paperwork. He's out there making noise, running his air compressor. I couldn't have slept anyway. So that's how that works. And after that's done, you send in a breakdown pay request form and kind of put in the time of the breakdown, the time of the repair, what was fixed, that sort of thing. And that's how you handle that. But I did get $45 of breakdown pay for that. So just telling you all this so you know kind of how it works. Oh, and let's see, what else? I wanted to also talk. Last night I got an email from a guy, a prospective new Maverick driver that's, I believe he said, you know, he used to drive years back. You know, maybe it's been a while. You know, I think it's probably been 15 or maybe 20 years. But he's an experienced driver. I think he had said he had done some flatbedding and maybe some tanker driving. But he's been working in some other line of work for a long time now. But he's to the point where he's ready to get back into trucking. And he had already applied with Maverick. And actually talked to Brian Hall, I think he said, who's been doing videos for a long time, but he's in Maverick's glass division, and this guy mentioned that, you know, he's really more interested in flatbedding, and he's been watching my videos. He's emailed me a couple of times asking about certain issues, so we've been talking. And he says, well, you know, I would use you as my reference, but I've already, you know, when I applied, whenever that was in the past, he had already put Brian Hall down. I was like, well, you know, you can, and I'm telling all of you this because it'll probably apply to many of you, because there's more than one of us out here making videos for Maverick. But Maverick will allow you, when you apply, talk to a recruiter or fill out your online application, to split your referrals. You know, like if you've got multiple people that you'd like to use as a referral, you can do that. You know, and Maverick will split the referral bonuses with us. So most people wouldn't know that. I didn't know it either until Callie, I think, the marketing manager, told me that. So anyway, now you know. You know, when you talk to your recruiter or you fill out your referral, you can put multiple people, and Maverick will allow you to do that. So this guy, I think he's going to talk to them about doing that. So that's cool. I appreciate that. And that's a nice feature, you know, because I'm sure in most cases there's more than one person involved. You know, if you got turned on to Maverick by watching some of our videos, you know, I would say it's probably rare that you only watch one of us. So anyway, there's that information. Oh, let's see. I guess that's it for now. More later. Hey guys, welcome back. Hey, I thought of some more questions I've been asked by interested prospects recently. Some of these I've talked about, but maybe I need to talk about them a little more. But one of the things that was brought up was about paid time off, vacation days. And the way it works with Maverick is after you've been with Maverick a full year, you get 5 vacation days. That's what we're going to call it, vacation days. And so you've got the next year to use those days. And the way you get paid for those days is Maverick will pay you an average for what you normally, at that time, what you get paid on average per day. So they kind of take the miles you've been driving and you know, all your bonus points you've been earning, and come up with an average, and that's what they pay you for your vacation. All right, now my understanding, and I'm going to double check this, but my understanding is you only get the 5 vacation days after your first year. That's all you get until you've completed 5 years with Maverick. And then after 5 years, you get another 5 days. So after 5 years, you'll have 10 vacation days. That's my understanding. I'm going to double check that in the next few days. But hey guys, I needed to do this insert to explain the PTO days a little better. And I may have said this wrong on a past video, I'm not sure, but just to clarify, after you've been with Maverick for 1 year, you get 5 vacation days, or PTO days, paid time off days. And then after your 2nd year, you get another 5 days. So after 2 years with Maverick, you'll have 10 PTO days. And then I think you don't get any more until you complete 5 years, and then I think you get 5 more days. So that's that on the PTO days. And then there was the question of on the weekends. Let's say you get hung out on the weekend, you don't make it home. How do you get paid for that? All right, the way that works is, let's say you get a load on Friday and you can't make it home. Sorry, there's that thing. All right, you got a load, you can't make it home. You're going to have to take your break out on the weekend somewhere. The way Maverick does that is they guarantee you 800 miles. So if the trip you have for the weekend is not at least 800 miles, then Maverick will pay you as if it was at least 800 miles. So let's say the trip you got for the weekend is only 500 miles, then Maverick's going to pay you as if that trip was 800 miles. So that's kind of how that works. Let's see, what else was there? And holiday pay. There really isn't any holiday pay. The only 2 holidays that Maverick guarantees you to be home, unless you've said that you don't need to be home for that, is Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day. So Maverick tries to get everybody home for Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day. The other holidays are just, there's no special benefit for those. But what you'll find is that, say New Year's Day or July the 4th, other holidays like that, a lot of our customers will be closed. So what you find is that you're not really set up to make deliveries or pickups on those days. So depending on how they fall in the week, you may kind of be off anyway. It just kind of depends on the load you're under and when the holiday is in the week. So you may still end up with some additional off time, or you may end up just being able to drive some on that day, but there's no special pay or anything for that. That's about all I can say for that. Some guys, I've noticed, some guys will try to schedule some additional time off around holidays. Maybe use some vacation days, but there isn't any special pay for holidays with Maverick. So that's what I can say about that. All right, folks, wanted to show you. I've arrived at this is actually a truss company here in Batesville, Arkansas, and perfect place, perfect example actually of the Maverick driver. Looks like there's 2 of them that have gotten permission to drop here. This place has tons of room, and they even have a concrete pad for dropping a loaded trailer. See that concrete pad there? So anyway, what I've got to do here is unhook from this trailer, and the other driver, I haven't actually met up with him. We've communicated by text, but he's left his trailer here and obviously drives his tractor home, but he's left the equipment that we need to swap. See the straps under there? So I've just got to get all this stuff loaded onto my truck and move out from under this trailer, hook up to this trailer, and then I'm going home. So just wanted to show you that. It's a good example of finding a place to park. Perfect location, plenty of room, got permission, and they've even got a place to drop a loaded trailer. You know, you can't just drop a loaded trailer everywhere. Or anywhere. It might not can support the weight. But anyway, that's it for this week. Talk to you next week.